Right, we've got some little signs of movement now. Definitely moving up that shaft. I might let it all cool down now and see what happens. It's stopped moving. It has moved though, which is a good. Oh, it's moving there. That's never moved on that for a long time. But it has moved. Right, we'll let it cool off now and see what happens. Right, it's cooled down a little bit now. What I'll do, I'll try tapping it back on. Oh, I certainly seem to be getting somewhere with it now. The shaft's quite badly pitted where the spring was. Obviously the water's been lying in the coils of the spring. Coming more every time. Once I get this off, it's definitely time for a clear up in here. That's actually gone stiff again. Possibly more heat again. And the bastard things decide to give in now. Well, that's cooling down. I'm going to have a little look inside this oil pump. Just a pump that puts the oil around the engine and the main bearings. And I don't know if the crank's cross-drilled, so it also feeds the big end. I'm not sure. It would be nice to see some oil in here, not rusty water. Expect to see a valve assembly in here and a spring. Oil, good sign. Right, this is good. There's the two balls, the bronze. Spring. I like it. I like what I'm seeing here, definitely like what I'm seeing. Nice, clean, oily. That's the pumping element there. That's where the banjo fitting was for the oil pipe. I'll take that out of there just to make sure there's nothing left in any of the ports. We don't want to lose anything. Nothing in there. I'll take that one out of the end. Have a look inside there. Get my gasket on there as well. Could be a spring and a ball in here, could be a pressure relief valve, I'm not sure. Or it could just be a blank for where they've drilled things. Spring, there'll be a ball in there as well, so that is not much left of that. Yeah, I can see a ball in there. I think what it is, it's an anti-drain back valve, just to stop the oil draining back, I think. There it comes. Little ball. In excellent condition as well. I'll find a little box and pour those oil pump ports together. So I'm pretty happy now that all those ports are clear. I'm not going to lose any bits out of them. This has cooled down completely now, and I've put a puller onto it, 2-leg puller, so hopefully this is going to bring it off. I'm tempted not to put any more heat on this. I think the heat was getting to the stage that it was actually making things worse. It's coming there with a reasonable amount of force, but not an excessive amount of force. Definitely coming, giving in, so to speak. God. Right, I think we're nearly there. We haven't done any real damage to that. It'll dress up with a file. That feels like cast iron. And that bearing there is absolutely solid. We'll have to do something with that. There's got a part number on, I suppose. And you can see the condition of the shaft, which is a mess. This is keyed on. And they look like there could be 2 Allen bolts in there. I hope they're not, but that's certainly what it looks like. That's the next bit to get off. This part here is actually keyed onto the shaft, and it looks like you might have 2 Allen bolts in there. I really hope it hasn't, because I'll not be a great lot left of them at all. The Allen bolts, and it'll be imperial. I have got a set of imperial Allen keys, but since I've tied it up I can't find them. That's the one. I think I'll try a little bit of heat on that, just to give them the best chance they've got. Oh, that one's gone. That's good. That's very good. I'll try the bottom one. 1 or 2's a good start. And that's away as well. I screwed into bronze, so they should come out. And I think this part's been above the water line. Right, I've set the puller up on here. Obviously this is bronze, so I've got to be careful I don't put too much weight on. I've polished the shaft and I'm going to try and pull it off cooled. Oh, that's nice. That's the first part that's actually helped us. And that's come off and left the key in there. just going to take that key out of the end of the crank because I have a tendency of falling out and you lost the bastard things, and I don't want to have enough parts to make without making one of them. Woodruff key. Focus on the Woodruff key. And it looks like possibly a shim under there as well. No, it's not. Right, so that's the helical drive from the crankshaft to that cross shaft. I don't know where we'll go from here. This cross shaft, this helical gear, appears to have two Allen keys in. One's completely disappeared, one's still there, and I think that's a brass plug on the end of there, which I should be able to get out to try and punch the shaft through. I'll have a little exploratory go at this, but I certainly got me doubts. Right, we'll put some heat on and see what happens. There's nothing left of the other one. Just be a little grub screw that's completely gone. The worst is to drill it out. I'll put a little bit of warmth on there and see if I can get that out. Fortunately it's stopped with the only bolts at the top, or where I can get access to them. Right, now I don't care what sort of releasing oil you put in there, it wasn't going to free that up. The only plus gas any good is oxygen plus acetylene or propane, whatever the case might be. Come on for John. Right, so that's what we've got, a little grub screw. The other one has snapped off, so I'll have to drill it out. Or at least it's not snapped off, it just isn't there anymore. I'll just screw there, I'm not sure what that does, that'll have to come out, I would imagine. I'll probably drill a hole in that brass plug and put some threads in and pull it out, and then hopefully this shaft will punch out and then we can get access to other things. If that's seized in there, the crank will never ever turn. I think there's very much happening there. Not a great lot. Bit more heat, I think. There's no holes in there to put a puller on. Come on, man. Oh dear me, John. Right, we've actually got it. It's given in. Oh, it's on a taper as well. This is all proper gear, this taper and a key. Every time someone comes off like that, it gives us more hope. That's it. That'll hold the bearing in. So I'm certainly getting into it. If the woodruff key wants to come out and put it safe. And with the crankshaft bolt. I feel a bit better now. Give him the dipstick seized in. I've removed the raw nuts and studs from around here, and I'm hoping this might lift up and pull the crosshead guide and the eccentric guide all out in one go. I'll have a little exploratory tap at it. Means what's cast iron, but be careful, it's certainly moving. I may have to, if it does come back, I have to take them two nuts off and I'll count the threads from the bottom of there, because that's set up for the valve timing. Be nice to get this bit out, and then we can see what sort of condition the big end bearing's in. There'll be a big tubular guide in there, you can see part of it. I've got loads of nice levers and things, but I haven't got them here. They're all at work. Just being gentle, not trying to, I don't want to force anything. It seems to have stopped. Oh no, we've still got clearance on there. quite sure what's happening now. I wish I could turn that crank. I can't get the big end nuts off the weight it is at the minute. That's kind of stopped there. It's coming all the time actually. Right. I'll have to loosen these check nuts off, wind them down, counter the thread to the bottom. Well, it certainly appears to be giving in now. This is certainly a much better way to spend a Friday afternoon than going to work and MOT testing cars. Right, so what we'll do, we'll take that down to the bottom. That one doesn't really... keep that one still. Come on, John. Keep that one still, take the top one off. At least up out of the way a little bit. Right, so this... need to count the number of turns that goes down till it hits the base of the thread, and then remember it. Right then. One, two, 2.5 turns. Right then. What's going to happen now? He wonders. There's definitely something happening. It's gone that far, so I would think it's going to keep going as is. It's giving in. It's not giving in easily, but it is giving in. Oh, it stopped. It's gone that far, it should. I don't see why it shouldn't come all the way out. It's probably corrosion on the bottom of this guide. That's the guide that the crosshead runs in. I think that's all it is, because it's coming further each time. There'll just be a little bit of crap on the bottom of there. Oh, right, now we're talking. This is built like a brick shit house, this. It really is. You can see that. I'll get the camera so you can see the bits that live inside there.